While I have you on, I have to ask you, Leitrim against Mayo this weekend. Last weekend, Leitrim getting relegated, of course, from Division 3. You've been in this situation many's a time yourself, going up against a team like Mayo. How do the Leitrim players prepare, from your perspective? How would you prepare for this weekend, going into against a team that's 2 divisions ahead of you?
Yeah, listen, it's very tough for Leitrim lads going in this weekend, in fairness. Obviously getting relegated would have been disappointing. I think that would have been the goal. Obviously preparation wasn't ideal for that game, having missed a game previous against Down, but it's very hard, a 6-7 day turnaround to go in against a team that's in form. Even though Mayo did get relegated, they're still in form. They had a convincing win over Galway, and then obviously a close battle with Tyrone, who'll be again one of the contenders for All Ireland. So listen, they just have to dust themselves off. I suppose you're going in with hope rather than realism, and I suppose the boys are probably just going to go out there to perform to the best ability. There's no pressure in terms of crowds. Normally we play Mayo, you just maybe 10,000-15,000 people there, and it can be a long sort of a game there, sitting there if you are being heavily bet. But the lads have absolutely nothing to lose, and I suppose tactically whether they go out and try to contain Mayo for such a length of period, I'm not sure. But listen, it's great for younger lads to get themselves out there and put themselves up against the likes of Aidan O'Shea and Lee Keegan and that. But the result, I suppose, it's not the important part for Leitrim's development. I think getting the performance would be huge, and if they could take a couple of positives out of it for going into next year, obviously again in Division 4, which is disappointing again, but listen, no more than any county team at the minute. There's a lot of young lads there that Division 4, no more than Sligo, it's a starting off point for them, and it's just hopefully they can get out of it. But yeah, listen, it's a huge task. I think let's be realistic about it. The ambitions of winning are very slim, but at the end of the day you have to go in with some bit of fighting chance, and hopefully they can put in a performance, not focusing totally on the result.
As you said there, the performance, I was at the Leitrim County Final myself. Keith Byrne at centre forward from O'Hill, I thought was absolutely outstanding. And we saw last week Mayo maybe struggled with Conor McKenna at centre forward for Tyrone. Now I know Conor McKenna is probably one of the best players in the country on form at the moment, but the spot there at centre forward that Mayo maybe in the half back line of Mayo they're struggling with the centre forward there. A big game out of Keith Byrne might put Mayo under pressure a small bit, do you reckon?
Yeah, big time, and I think even there, at the weekend was Kevin McLaughlin started there, so it would be a position they would exploit. And I suppose for Keith's around a good few years now, and I suppose there's no question about it in club football. He's scoring massive scores, and I suppose for now for Keith, this is the stage Keith wants to be on, and I suppose for himself it's where he wants to shine, and there'll be a bit of pressure on him, because I suppose Leitrim people are expecting, like himself, Ryan O'Rourke, Dara Rooney, these lads to step up to the plate. And now obviously there's a massive gap between Leitrim club football and going up against the likes of a conditioned team like Mayo, but I suppose for the likes of them individually, they'll be hoping that they can test themselves against the best, and I suppose that's the kind of the way they have to go out individually, thinking that they will have to get to win their individual battles, and if they can do that, it'll come together as a team performance. But for the likes of himself, definitely, I'd say he's probably looking forward to it. Because as you said, at the minute, Mayo probably isn't that their strongest at number 6. So, yeah, definitely a massive opportunity for Keith himself.